Victoria. Today I want to share with you some delicious cream puffs, perfect for the holidays. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. Salt, sugar, eggs, butter, all-purpose flour, water, and whipping cream. This is everything we need to make these delicious cream puffs at home. So let's get started.
Okay, I have my saucepan here. I'm going to add 1 cup of water, 1 stick of unsalted butter, salt, sugar, and you know something? Let's go to the stove. This is everything we need in the saucepan for now. And here, we're gonna cook it in medium-low heat until it's completely dissolved. And it really doesn't take too long, maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and then it's really dissolved. When it starts boiling right from the center, that's when you know that it's time to add your all-purpose flour. Look at this. Okay, let's add all the purpose flour, but make sure that you start stirring. You want to make sure that you incorporate all that liquid into the flour. Look at this. You're going to be cooking it for about 3 minutes without stopping, moving it around, mixing it. You're going to start seeing this film right on the bottom of the saucepan. Continue mixing. When you see this film on the bottom of the saucepan, continue mixing for about 2 more minutes. The ball of the dough is already getting nice and cooked. Look at this. This is the texture. Okay? And now I am ready to remove it. But let me show you how this looks from the bottom. Make sure that it's not burned, but you're mixing it at all time. Okay? So let's go to the working table. I have here a glass bowl where I'm going to add the dough, and I'm just going to mix it around. We're going to let it sit until it comes to room temperature for about 5 to 6 minutes, or you could continue mixing, making sure that it's getting nice and cold. Well, here I want to show you how this looks. The dough is very firm, but yet it's not sticky, and this is how it should look. Now I'm getting ready the 4 eggs that we are going to incorporate to the dough. I know that at the beginning when you start adding the eggs, it seems like they're just pulling apart. Well, now we're going to start adding the eggs. You could use a hand blender, or you could just use your spoon. I'm going to use the hand blender, but whatever is easier for you. One at a time. You want to incorporate the egg one at a time until it's completely incorporated. Don't do that mistake of adding the whole 4 eggs and then trying to incorporate everything, because it's really going to be very difficult. That's why you're adding one by one at a time. Look at this. This is the last one, and look how this dough is. This dough is very sticky, and that's exactly how it should be, very sticky. Now I'm ready to use this kind of tip, a round tip, any kind you have, and a pastry bag. If you don't have the tip or the pastry bag, just use a Ziploc bag. And now I am ready to put all this dough in here. Be careful because it's really sticky, and you don't want to make a mess on your table. This is completely done. And now I am getting my baking dish and my parchment paper, and I'm just gonna add a little bit on the bottom, and you might be saying why? So that the parchment paper sticks completely. Remember that this dough is very sticky, so every time you make a little circle and you pull up, the paper comes up with it. That's why I added just a little bit on the edges, on the corners of the baking dish. And I'm gonna continue making the rest. I am completely done, and look, I'm going to use a little bit of water just on my fingertip, and I'm going to damp it so that those little sticks that are coming up, you could really put them down. Look at this. I'm going to do the same with each one. Now I am completely done. Now I'm ready to put the egg wash. I have one whole egg here, which I'm going to mix, and I'm going to add a little bit on the top, being very careful. Remember to preheat your oven to 375 Fahrenheit before you put your cream puffs in there. I'm going to go ahead, preheat the oven for 375, and I'm going to leave them there for 20 minutes. Do not open the door after you leave them in there. Leave them there for 20 minutes and then come back. And now I am ready to start preparing my whipping cream. I have the whipping cream here, and I'm going to start mixing away until it gets really nice and fluffy. And it really doesn't take too long, about 2 to 3 minutes. And look at this, this is ready. I'm going to do the same thing, but now I'm using this kind of tip, a really long tip, so that I could fill the cream puffs. I'm going to add all the whipping cream in here. And of course, once I am done adding all the whipping cream, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator until the cream puffs are done. And of course, you want to make sure that you put it in the refrigerator so it's nice and cold. It's been 20 minutes, and now I'm ready to pull out the cream puffs. Look at this. How do you know when they're ready? When you just pick them up and they're not sticking from the bottom. That's when you know that they're ready. I'm going to let them rest at least for 10 minutes. 10 minutes have passed, and look, they're nice and crispy. And let me show you the inside. Look at the inside. This is exactly how they look. They should look from the inside. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. And now I am ready to put a little hole and then add the whipping cream in there. And you start feeling it very heavy. Don't add too much, or else they will explode. They will start opening. Remember that this dough is very fragile, but you could feel it nice and heavy when you're adding the whipping cream. Look at this. Okay, I'm going to continue doing the rest until I am completely done. But let me show you how they look from the inside when you open it. They are really full with all this delicious whipped cream. Of course, that if you overfilled, look what I mean. It starts opening because this dough is very fragile. And here I have two, which I'm going to add some powdered sugar on the top. My mouth is watering. I can't wait to taste it. And now I am ready for the presentation. I can't wait to enjoy these delicious cream puffs.
My friends, I am completely done with the cream puffs. You know something? This is the part I really love and enjoy. They come out perfect every time. I added some powdered sugar on the top, but you know something? Let me stop talking.
And let me enjoy these delicious cream puffs.
They come out delicious every time. My friends, the holidays are just around the corner. Let's celebrate with our families and let's enjoy these cream puffs at home. If you liked and loved my recipe, I invite you to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, share this video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Don't forget to push that notification bell, and if you did, leave it activated so every time I make a delicious recipe, yes, you're going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. And of course, I will stay enjoying these delicious cream puffs. See you on my next delicious recipe. like, subscribe, and share. See you soon. Bye-bye.